Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even beloved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for some great gift ideas, including t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, throw pillows, tote bags, and more, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show. Also coming soon to the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure to go to Mike Wagner Show podcast and check out the great gift ideas. And for more great gift ideas, including phone cases, t-shirts, hoodies, and more, including great books by Mia Molson-Zia, check out the Mia Molson-Zia store on Amazon, or go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Make sure you order today, and also support the Mike Wagner Show generously at the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also support on Anchor FM/support, and also on PayPal. Make sure you give today. We're here with a very, very wonderfully, actress, singer, and also, yes, an internet personality. That's all we need these days. And, she has a podcast called Nikki Nights. And of course, she was best known for being on Hairspray, Geography Club, and also Waiting for, Delome, and also the last movie show. And she's also played Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray, which is the 2007 version. We'll talk about that. Also won some awards for some appearances. And she also, did some original work as well too, and a great podcast we talked about earlier. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in her wonderful studio of Nikki Nights, and of course in the CEO chair, the wonderfully multi-talented actress as well as, yes, singer, dancer, and internet personality of Nikki Nights, Nikki Blonsky. Nikki, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good evening. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great up north as well, too. The great white north, they say. But of course, you've been in business for a while. You're an actress, singer, dancer, internet personality of Nikki Nights. We'll talk about that. You also been in Hairspray, Geography Club, and you also been in Huge and Waiting for Delome, and many more.
Oh, Waiting for Forever. Yeah.
Forever. That's it. Oh, my God. It's like, I'm going to kill my associate producer for giving me this wrong information.
No worries. It's Waiting for Forever. We're all waiting for forever, right?
Oh, aren't we all? I'll tell you. It's like, I think they got off the internet and to say, well, if it's on the internet, it's true. But I didn't say that. And of course, you also played Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray, the 2008 version. You also won some awards as well, too. You also got nominated, and we'll talk more about that. And you also starred in Huge as well, too. You also won an award, and you also began your career at 3. You also starred in a Lifetime original movie, and also one of your cohorts was in it, too. And before we get into all that, Nikki, tell us how I first got started.
Oh, gosh, how I first got started. It started with music. A deep, deep, deep love of music. I was raised in a household where my father played the Rolling Stones, the Grateful Dead, the Allman Brothers Band.
Wow.
My mother played Diana Ross and the Supremes and Anita Baker. My grandmother played Patsy Cline and Dean Martin and Engelbert Humperdinck and Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. So on her record player, not on her phone, or no, this was record player.
I remember those days.
Yeah, those days. And she, at 8 years old, she taught me to jitterbug, to yeah, I remember the first song I ever sung was Stop in the Name of Love by Diana Ross and the Supremes. I had heard it on the car radio in my parents' station wagon, and that was it. I couldn't get it out of my head. I sang it every single day. I was 3 years old. By the time I was 8, I begged my parents for vocal lessons. And they happily obliged. They got me a coach. I started training operatically at the age of 8. And then I switched over to pop training at the age of 12. And then I kind of got into high school. I was always, as a kid, I was very much into my singing. I was very focused, but I also let myself have fun. I played 9 years of competitive softball. I had a blast.
Wow.
My mom was my coach and I was the catcher, and it was just so much fun. So that's where I spent most of my weekends, was on the field in high school. But then as I transformed into, junior, senior year, that's when I really found my love of theater. And that's when I found my mentor, Dr. Levy, who I speak about a lot in my own podcasts and in life. She's my mentor. And I met her and she introduced me to the music of George Bizet and Stephen Sondheim. And
Wow.
my breath was taken away. I fell in love. I was like, oh my gosh, I can sing this. I never knew that I was capable of singing 3 hours in French in Carmen, but Dr. Levy knew that she could pull it out of me and get it out of me. And so that's the power right there of a teacher who believes
Mhm.
in you. So yeah, for me, it was a musical journey. It was a musical journey, and the acting followed suit. It kind of went with it, as musical theater, especially as I really discovered my love for acting when I was in, I'd say Sweeney Todd, playing Mrs. Lovett. It's just one of the most fun characters you could possibly play as a woman on Broadway. So I just fell into that role and had the time of my life. So that was actually the same time I was auditioning for Hairspray.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, I was auditioning for Hairspray while I was a junior. Well, it was a junior in high school. I auditioned. They told me I was too young. This was for the Broadway musical. They told me I was too young, and so I had this theory that, well, every year I'm just going to keep auditioning until they get so sick of me that they hire me. So on my 17th birthday, I went on the website and it said, "We are casting the movie." And I was like, oh, no way. And so,
No
right,
way.
oh, way. And so I ended up sending in a tape. It said, "Don't send in a tape." I sent in a tape. And yeah, after 7,000 girls, I don't know how, but they picked me. So here I am.
And of course, Ricky Lake, who played the original, must have been very proud of you.
Oh, I love that woman. First of all, let me tell you something. Ricky Lake was my Corny Collins. I would rush home from school every day to watch the Ricky Lake show.
Mhm.
I would sit in my living room and do the "Go Ricky, go Ricky." I mean, I was a Ricky Lake fanatic. I loved her because she was a pioneer for women like myself in this business, back in 1988 with the original Hairspray, then with her talk show. I just find her so incredibly inspirational, and to get to work with her and get to know her for just the dope human being that she is. I love that woman.
And of course, you follow the footsteps as well too. She was in Hairspray. She's got her own talk show, and you're in Hairspray, and now you got your own talk show. It's like, isn't it amazing how it just somewhat parallel lines? It seems like not necessarily TV, but
Well,
podcast is just as good.
It's a podcast right now. I would love to eventually go into, some type of television hosting, just because I love TV and I love hosting as well. And I love guests, and I love hearing people's journeys and stories. So, but Ricky has definitely been super supportive of me, of playing Tracy, and of all of my ventures.
And of course, too, you can also do it as Zoomed as well too, or Vimeo or StreamYard or anything like that. It's like doesn't have to be a TV station or a cable. It's like you got right here in the computer, you got a camera and whatever else. It's like
Wild.
you're technically on TV right now.
Is wild.
Well, that's a quarantine version, but don't tell anybody about that. So we'll talk more about Hairspray. We'll talk more about Nikki Nights, your other ventures as well. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Girls Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast, and also coming soon to the MikeWagnerShow.com. And for more great gift ideas, including t-shirts, hoodies, and more, go to the Me and Molson-Zia store on Amazon. And also check out his great books like Missing and Once and More. Go to Amazon.com/Me and Molson-Zia, and make sure you support the Mike Wagner Show generously at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also support us on Anchor FM/support and PayPal, and make sure you do it today. We're here with the very multi-talented actress, singer, dancer, and internet personality, Nikki Blonsky, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And of course, you're best known for Hairspray as well, too. We talked a little bit more about that. And also, too, you also been in, oh, wow, it's just like you starred as, I can't
Wilhelmina Rader.
Yeah, that's it. In
Yep.
the ABC Family series, huge. And also,
She is a mouthful for sure.
Yeah, and also you're also on a Lifetime movie as well too, and some other appearances. And tell us about some of those. Also leading up to Hairspray, it's just amazing.
Well, it all started with Hairspray. Hairspray is what started the entire trajectory of my career. And then from there, I went on to do a Lifetime movie. I did a movie called Queen Size, which dealt with fat shaming and body shaming and the plus size community. And I was very, very, very pleased to do a project, based upon that, and put out some representation for that community. And Lifetime was incredible to work for. They're a wonderful network, and we had a great experience. We were in Shreveport, Louisiana, and we had a great time down there. And yeah, then went on to make then I got into indie film, and I really decided I want to see what indie film is about. And I didn't care that it wasn't as big of paychecks. It's not, for me, I didn't get into this business to become famous or to become crazy rich. Like, if that happens, great, wonderful. I just enjoy acting. So I decided I want to try indie films. I want to try working with Julianne Moore and Nathan Lane in this tiny little indie film called The English Teacher. And it was so small, But that's the thing. Here's this little indie movie that everybody's like, oh, it's an independent, but it's got Greg Kinnear and Nathan Lane and Julianne Moore and Lily Collins. And I mean, an incredible cast. Other films like that I've worked on, The Last Movie Star is one of the dearest films to my heart, because I got to work with one of my mentors, the late great Burt Reynolds.
Oh, wow.
And working with him is absolutely an experience that changed my life. So he just taught me so much and was so giving with me, with his time and his love and his energy, and just shared so many experiences, and really just, it was truly one of the greatest experiences I've ever had working on a set in my life.
He also talked about being on the independent film circuit and also in Hollywood. And how's the independent film circuit compared to Hollywood for you?
Hollywood kind of has taken, to be quite honest, when they need me, they'll call me. That's kind of the take they have with me. When they have an audition they think I'm right for, they send it my way. Luckily now, I have some great new representation that is like, we're out there looking. So yeah, but in the past it was kind of like, I felt that Hollywood would use me when they needed for a specific role or whatever, which is fine. I understand. But I felt the indie film circuit gave me a chance to play roles that were not as stereotyped or as, pigeonholed as the ones that Hollywood was offering.
That was something I was going to mention as well too, and I've noticed the same thing, that Hollywood just loves to stereotype or pigeonhole, or just like stick you as what was like a round peg in a square hole, or a square peg in a round hole, and being pigeon stereotype. And independent, you can pretty much just do whatever you like, and they can work around you, or you can work around them, and that's something I've really noticed over the years.
I mean, yes, absolutely. And at the end of the day, we all have to realize we have one life, we have one journey, we have one career. Of course, we can make a million comebacks and all of that, but we all have to start, and we all start as one person. And I want to start this journey. I want to end it the way I started it, as Nikki, but I want a lot of great experiences along the way. And not every great experience is going to be a $75 million budget movie. And that's what I learned by doing indie film, by doing guest spots on TV like Ugly Betty. I've realized that it's not playing the lead role or the magnitude of the role or how many lines you have. It's how you deliver those lines. It's how you capture that audience. And I think that's what especially the past 10 years working in live theater has taught me that as well, being on off-Broadway and just being a part of this industry, and growing from a 17-year-old girl to a now 32-year-old woman, and seeing the trajectory of how it's changed and how I can have an influence in the change for women like myself that I would like to see more highly represented in this business.
And of course, we'll get to that part in just a minute as well, too. You also worked with some great people, especially in Hairspray, John Travolta, Michelle Pfeiffer, Christopher Walken, Amanda.
Those guys?
Yeah, Amanda was in there, Queen Latifah, Brittany Snow, and of course, an unknown at the time named Zac Efron. I'm looking like, who knew he was in that one? Wow.
Yes, I was very, very, very blessed to go from having an incredible home family to going and filming Hairspray and having this instant family where we all just fell in love with each other from day one. It was this big family. There were many laughs and jokes, and just the hours and hours of rehearsal time spent together. I mean, it was truly like a summer camp you never, ever, ever, ever wanted to end. And it truly was a perfect, magical experience. And, I look back on it every single day and I go, wow, that was the most exceptional time of my life. It really was. John is very much one of the reasons why I am the way I am in this business with indie filmmaking and doing things my way, is because of a piece of advice he gave me very early on. He said, never change who you are for this business. And so I've kept that very, very close to my heart. So John is an incredible force in my life. He's always been someone I can go to for advice. Michelle Pfeiffer, I have idolized forever, and to work with her was just the thrill of a lifetime. Queen Latifah is somebody I grew up absolutely idolizing. As a plus size woman, I just felt like she was just doing it and just out there and representing, and I adored her. I loved her show Living Single, so to work with her was a blast. Everybody, the entire cast, I mean, we could go on and on. Allison Janney, Jerry Stiller, rest his soul, was oh my god, what an incredible man. We had a great cast and we had an even better time making it.
It does sound like it too. And of course, you also live in a dream as well too, having your own podcast. You talk about, the Trailblazing women and more. And of course, I got to listen to some of your podcasts. It's amazing. We'll talk about Nikki Nights in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Widener Show at the MikeWidenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Widener Show, international warring author Mia Molson Zia Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented actress, singer, dancer, and internet personality and host of Nikki Nights, Nikki Blonsky, after this timeout. We're back with the multi-talented Nikki Blonsky. She was in Hairspray, got her start, and worked her way up to now being a podcast host of Nikki Nights here on the Mike Widener Show. And, tell us more about the podcast Nikki Nights and what inspired you to start it.
Oh my gosh, what inspired me to start it is actually I was going live on Instagram when the pandemic hit, just to kind of keep fans and friends entertained. And I decided to go live. And I was going live every night and promoting it. And it kind of turned into like a little show. People were tuning in every night at 7:00 to see what guests I would have on. And it started with my dear friend, Jonathan Lipnicki from Stuart Little and Jerry Maguire. And he popped on and he went live with me and everybody loved him and we chatted. And from there, it went to, I asked Ricky Lake if she'd be a guest. Ricky came on, Carney Wilson came on.
Wow.
And we've had some incredible guests. And then after, I guess, about almost 100 Instagram shows, we went over to a podcast platform, and we have tons up there. One of my favorites is with Ryan Russell, the first out LGBT football player in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Another one of my favorites is Scott Hamilton, Olympic gold medalist Scott Hamilton. And there's just so many wonderful interviews in there. There's a great interview with CEO Kelly Roach in there. So there's something for everyone. And then there's entertainers like myself, my fellow friends that I have in there that, we talk about singing and dancing and having a good time. So I just, if you want an easy listen, a fun listen, and, just a lot of laughter and a lot of jokes, then definitely tune into Nikki Nights. There's a new episode every Thursday. It goes up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, all of those platforms, and on YouTube as well.
Wow.
You can follow me at NikkiBlonsky.com and on TikTok at The Real Nikki Blonsky.
That is amazing. I think you're off to a great start as well, too. That
Thank you.
Looking forward to having all kinds of shows, who you got, and everything else. And of course, you also mentioned about trailblazing the way too. And of course, you also mentioned earlier too some of the trailblazers as well too. And even going, of course, you had Ricky Lake, and you also have Michelle Pfeiffer. But then you also go all the way back to Betty White of all people. It's like, I mean, she may be old and sliced bread, but she's just a total classic.
She is a legend. She is an icon, and she has found the fountain of youth. She just hasn't told anybody where it is yet. and
I don't need to ask. Thank
and
you.
you know what? I love her so much. I will never ask. That is her secret. And I just thank her and women like her and Angela Lansbury and Julie Andrews for and Cass Elliot for paving a way for artists like myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's musical theater and film is a very, very specific niche, and those women have mastered it and crafted it beautifully and have done it with class, and I just hope to do the same.
Mm-hmm. And of course, and certainly looking forward to as well too. And once again, where can we find Nikki Knights, and where can we find all your works at?
Oh yeah, well you can find my work. I believe it's on HBO Max right now. Hairspray. You can It's all everything. Geography Club is on Apple TV. Huge is on a platform. There's a bunch of different platforms out there, so you just Google whichever show is on whichever platform. That's how I figure it out. And then of course you can just follow me on Spotify itself, and for Nikki Knights, you follow me on there.
We certainly would do so. Once again, we have a Nikki Blonsky, actress, singer, dancer, and also internet personality and host of Nikki Knights on the Mike Wagner Show, best known for Hairspray. Nikki, just a few more moments here. Before we go, we'd love to have you back on. You've just been amazing. And what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Nikki?
Thank you so much. Well, 2021 and beyond, I plan to work. I plan to keep the coals in the fire and keep it going, and working on more stuff personally and musically, and I'm excited about that. Hopefully some music will come out this year, and some more writing projects and acting projects. So definitely a lot. And of course, going to keep the podcast going and keep everything up and running. So, and hopefully just to be happy.
And that's the main thing. Just like the Geico lizard. If you love what you do, it's not work.
Exactly.
And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
My biggest influence in my career would probably have to be personally wise, my mentor, Dr. Levy. She mentors, when I think I can't do it, she knows I can do it. When I doubt myself, there's not a doubt in her mind. So I think my mom, those two women, and my dad is always a very, very big pillar of strength for me.
That is so amazing. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Best advice to anybody at this point about anything? Yes. Well, live your life for you. Make yourself happy. And remember, we only get one trip around this fun universe. So make it count. Have fun. Be kind. Treat people the way you would want yourself to be treated or your mom to be treated. So AKA treat people with kindness, be a good human. It's not that hard.
That is very important advice, Nikki. Once again, Nikki Blonsky of Hairspray, actress, singer, dancer, and internet personality, host of Nikki Knights here on the Mike Wagner Show. Nikki, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on 2021 and beyond. Don't forget to keep in touch. And one more thing, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people check out your movies, check out your podcasts, and just check out your works?
Well, you can follow all things Nikki Blonsky at Nikki Blonsky on Instagram. That's the main source of Nikki Blonsky content, that and the real TikTok. And you can follow me on there. Those are the main two platforms. Spotify is where my podcast is, Anchor as well. iTunes podcast is up there, and YouTube, Nikki Nights. So it's all available for you at all times.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Nikki, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you in soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. You've been absolutely terrific. And, just keep us informed with more Nikki Nights and a lot more. You've been amazing.
Will do. Thank you so much. Bye.